What's good, superstars? Back with another cryptoys video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good.
I'm feeling good, feeling fresh. We got Barber Joe giving the nice little fade. I was way too due for a haircut, so I mean, really happy to have the nice fade going on over there. Shout out Barber Joe. Leave Barber Joe's the best in the comments. Also, become a superstar. Don't forget, hit the bell notification. You know, whenever we post about your favorite project, hit the subscribe button. It's easy as that to become a superstar and the superstar fam. And trust me, they're giving you juju. Everyone's getting all kinds of juju all over the place. We're hearing about it in our feed all the time. So becoming a superstar was never easier. Just hit the subscribe button. And if you want to go a little step further, you can hit the join button underneath the video. Become a superstar VIP. It's $2.99 a month. Sports channel also gives you a nice star next to your name. You can level up through the star. So your gamification already here on the superstar channel. You can also get access to all of our drop spreadsheets, price prediction spreadsheets. Anytime that there's a drop, you know we're going to do some price predictions when there's a market. First dibs on merch. Star in the universe every single month for one of the VIP members. And it's just a program that we're continuing to build. We actually have really big plans ahead. We got some approvals on some of the VIP perks that we're planning on doing. So that will be coming in the next couple of days. We just got to put together some graphics and share with you guys. Also, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, if you want to follow us on any of the socials. But the most important, I think, for you guys to go to is our Discord in the description. It's growing at a wild pace. I mean, there's so many people there. Rob's mentioned it before. We have channels for every single project. If you guys are into some kind of a digital collecting project, let us know. We can open up a chat for you over there. But we want to basically be the hub of all of the channels where people can come and chat about their favorite stuff. They can look into all. You don't have to have 10 different Discords. You just come to the one Discord and you can chat there. And then obviously we can chat about anything else. We have some fun channels over there as well. So definitely go check out the Discord. And if you want to send us something, become a Superstar Hall of Famer. We do have a PO box in the description as well for you.
Yeah, make sure to join the Discord. I think we're over 200 superstars strong now. So we have quite a number of superstars in Superstar Nation all contributing to make the Discord such a great place to share ideas and have discussions about any projects that you want. So I definitely encourage everybody to join the Discord where we can talk about our favorite projects.
All right, let's pull up the Cryptoys Discord. If you didn't know by the title, this is going to be a Cryptoys video. Check it out right here. We got DB Crypto always leaving amazing tweets for us to retweet and talk about in our videos. So definitely go follow DB Crypto X on the Twitters. But who else knows the feeling? And he's got 0 days without minting a Cryptoy. And I mean, that is what's happening now. These guys have been dropping so much alpha in the last week or so that it's been like every single day something new that we can talk about, and or some more information that kind of agrees with our theses that we're coming up with here. So we always like to share anything that we are that we're feeling with you guys, and that's what this video is here. And I think that you guys might feel the same after hearing what we got to say.
Well, we know that the power of premium licensed IP, and when you have this incredibly licensed IP in an NFT form, it typically does pretty well. However, if you can then add layers and layers and layers of utility on top of it, DB Crypto knows that these things aren't sold out yet, but they will be sold out very soon once the world sees what they're going to deliver. I just feel like no one really knows right now about cryptos. I just feel like they just don't know what they have coming. And I think that cryptos does need to deliver. And when they do deliver, you're going to see people running to this app like they've never seen before. Like what they saw with the Star Wars drop will look small compared to what it's going to look like as they continue to deliver on the roadmap. So, 0 days without minting cryptos. I don't think you have to rush into it yet, but I think he knows that there is a window of opportunity that may eventually close.
It's just been bullish sign after bullish sign over the last couple of days, and I think everyone's on a super hype train right now. I mean, the drop was in May, and the hype just keeps building. So I mean, I think it's a testament to what the team has delivered thus far. We've seen some influencer marketing, we've seen some ambassador programs now delivering on some of the promises, and then putting out sneak peeks here and there, just to keep people understanding that there is work happening in the background. So definitely very fun. Also going on AMAs like every single day, answering questions, being available for the community whenever they have a question. That's one of the really big testaments to the Cryptoys team. And speaking of user engagement, they put out this tweet, which is their trailer for the UFO Escape, which has been posted. It's been posted for a while, but now they're saying respond here with any Easter egg or at least three sneaky Easter eggs you can find. And this had people in a panic today.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, right away, the one thing I noticed that this is the Dapper. Like right now, you see a photo of all the team members themselves. It was called the Dapper Shopping Center, which is, we know Dapper Labs is very heavily involved with cryptoys as an investor. Then you see on here the classics. That's the classics. So those are the three that I just mentioned are the first three Easter eggs that jumped out to me as like a confirmed in your face. And there's some other ones. I think I don't know if you're going to show it later. Suto, right?
Oh yeah,
Steph one?
Yeah. Actually, no, I won't show that. But one of these buildings is named after Steph.
That's. We're not going to mention the rest of the video, but I did find it pretty interesting. I didn't catch that one. That one of the videos is actually called, I think it was like Suto's Place or something like that, which is I think she was like the first employee of Cryptoys, right? So it's pretty cool they did that.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more in here that we aren't able to see unless you go frame by frame. But Will doubled down on this, retweeting it out and writing toys, gaming, entertainment. Those are the three pillars, and we are investing heavily into each one of them to bring the product that is unlike anything ever seen before. This is truly only the beginning. Guys, this to me is like super, super bullish. And I replied to say, he could have used any three words.
Yeah.
Any three words, and he decides to double and triple and quadruple down on toys, gaming, and entertainment. And we have a little bit more on that coming, but he keeps on insinuating some things. And Rob and I have a little bit of an idea of maybe what that might be.
Well, they're building this brand from scratch, and everything they're doing has been done in such a way that it's not isolated. They're not building the toys, gaming, and entertainment in an isolated way. They're building it all in an interconnected way to bring an experience that probably no one has ever really seen before when you combine the IP and the gaming and the entertainment and the NFT. And like when you bring all these things together and you merge them together, I think they're going to bring something that no one's ever seen before. I've almost said this now every single video, and I will continue to say this. Cryptoys is not here to play, no pun intended. They are here to be the best. I actually am starting to realize that. I thought at first that, maybe they're going to come in and they're going to just get a piece of the pie, but I'm starting to realize that I think they may dominate the space with what they have coming out. When you combine the IP with the toy component of it, not to mention the AI component of it that may come. Never heard of anything like this before. But and if you have heard about something like this, it's usually in an isolated way where it's missing the layers and layers and layers of utility to draw you in. So I think they're actually going to dominate. I think no one's going to really listen right now. I think there's a lot of people in the space that are very hesitant to join because there's no marketplace. That utility that we keep talking about doesn't exist yet, and until it exists, it's not here. So I think there's a lot of things holding people back, but slowly as it gets rolled out, I think you're going to see a mass exodus of people running from wherever they are right now. They're going to come running to this project. And I don't know if the community managers are going to be able to. I think they may have to hire more community managers with the number of new members that they're going to have to deal with.
No, it's actually, and the more we listen to this team speak at these AMAs, because they're every day. I'm telling you, like every day, these guys are talking to somebody or doing a Spaces or a YouTube video. The more you listen to them, the more you understand how organized a machine it is, the different depths of it. I mean, it's not just Will and then a couple people underneath him. He has a massive machine of a team, all in different paths, all taking care of different parts of this project. It is a real company. It is a company with structure, and it is something that every single day it just continues to blow us away. So I mean, you're gonna see more of it. And speaking of those Q&As, they had one today on their Discord. Actually, this one was Will's idea. He just came on while he was walking the dog, answering some questions, and he answered every single question. There was no questions ignored. Anything people wanted to know. Steph and Poof did a great job fielding the questions from the audience for Will. So they just read them off, and he responded. And then they had a couple people up. Yours truly went up there, asked the question. We're going to get to that because there's a little bit on that coming. But I mean, just bullish after that video. We see the Taco Slayer here. He is super hyped right now after seeing this post. Like, this is the vibe right now. Everybody is super hyped. So here, this is perfect.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. You want to talk?
No, I just forgot to mention before when you showed this video, like this video's been around for so long. Why repost it now? Like they got something brewing. They got something up their sleeves. They're doing this on purpose because probably there's a major announcement around the corner.
Yeah. We are all speculating on what's coming, and it's going to be, hopefully, it'll be something that rocks the space for sure. Squirrel not sure posts this, says is coming to cryptoys now. The first question is actually from something that I asked Will. I asked him, with all these major IPs in the world, a lot of IP have four-legged friends, not necessarily two-legged friends. And I know you do have the cat and the corgi, and you have Panther, who are all regularly walking on four legs. But I think that some characters, I mean, if they do end up with Disney, you have Pluto, who would not look right walking on two legs. You have, if Pokemon is in the cards, you have Venusaur. How are you going to put a Venusaur on two legs? I asked him this direct. I said, how are you going to put some of these characters that will not look good on two legs? And he responded with, they will have four-legged models for certain IP. They will also have another type of model, which he did not elaborate on. And he also mentioned that they will have vehicles. So if you did not know, vehicles are coming. So a lot of alpha just from the one question that we asked on there. And that tacks off the first two there. Then IP-specific stashing rewards. This was something that Rob's mentioned in the previous video as well when we went through the white paper about the gaming. And crafting and accessory store are coming. So a lot of alpha in this AMA. And this is just like a little bullet list. There was way more than this. And it's not recorded because it was on Discord. So it was whatever you were able to pick up from what they were putting down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend it. But I think you mentioned also one thing that's not on that list is that they're actually not taking every IP they can get.
Yeah.
That they're getting major IPs, well-known brands coming to them, and they're still turning them down. In a way, I think that's a good thing right now because we know from what we've heard from them with their Mattel partnership, and we get into it a little bit more later on, they already have some of the most insane IPs that you can have in this world lined up. So why take on, when you have A pluses, maybe don't take on the A's right now because you have to deliver on your roadmap. The more you take on, the more you have to deliver for them, and then you're not delivering a roadmap. I think they're laser focused right now on delivering on the roadmap. They said actually that's why they're not going to Comic-Con. Last year, they were a really big presence at Comic-Con. This year, they're not so much because they know they better deliver. They're an American firm. They have their deadlines that they gave us. They know they need to deliver on them. So I think that it's actually almost a good thing that right now they're not taking on the new IP that's maybe, A minus A tier, sticking just to the A pluses that they're gonna go going forward. And we're gonna talk a little bit about this in today's video. And then circle back on that once you actually have the gamification, the entertainment, the toys all set up.
Yeah, we've previously talked about that and about basically, I guess, not bringing on every IP is a good thing. But we've talked about it in that when they do a drop, they don't drop one character. They're not dropping one model and you go for that model. They're dropping, at least on the Star Wars, they drop 15 variants at once. The Motu lines are even more because there's 7 variants on each drop. So it's actually like a way more work going into a single drop, but you're getting the experience, you're getting the unboxing experience with the visuals and amazing graphics and they play a little clip there when you open the cube. I mean, there's so much detail goes into a drop, and then you have a window between this drop and the next drop to kind of play around with it. And as more and more comes out, I think you're not even going to worry about how often the drops come because they're going to be the experiences are just so much like different than anything we've ever seen, right?
Well, that's the thing. When the utility doesn't exist, drops is all you have to keep the people entertained. But when you bring utility and you actually make these digital toys, you can really buy yourself a lot of time between drops because people will be entertained through the gamification. And we know that it's supposed to be mobile too. So there's a mobile app that's going to be associated with this as well. So they're building this the right way. And the nice thing is that they shown already that they can deliver on some serious things. Like, come on, they got the Disney IP on them. They got Star Wars, right? So we know that these guys are for real. Just the simple fact that they actually onboarded that IP. Now we need to see the delivery on the gamification and the other things. And I think I can't get enough of this. They will absolutely crush this year if they can roll these things out without a marketplace. They don't even need the marketplace. If they could just deliver on those things, people will gladly wait. They'll get trading. They'll get the marketplace later. The white pages say early 2024 is the marketplace. But if they can deliver on just those things, people will gladly wait 8 months to get that marketplace. Because right now, if all you have is drops, you need a marketplace because that's the only utility you can flip and make money, right?
Yeah.
But if you have the utility of the gamification, the AI, as well as the reward systems, you then have an actual game and an economy that can be built within itself. So that could buy you more time. And then eventually you need the marketplace just so people could buy the characters. They can use them for fun. Yeah. Not to flip, but just to buy them and use them for fun.
So this was a jam-packed AMA. Fonz even jumped up there. I know JT was even there. So a bunch of the co-founders were participating. And another thing that came up, I asked Fonz for some alpha that Will might not want him to share. And it kind of came out that they are working on another type of storefront because there will be so much IP coming out. The way that the website's set up now, where you got the drop down and it's like little things, they're going to have something different. So that might be something to do with where we saw that add to cart button. It might look like a little bit more of a storefront type of deal when we get down to it. Picking your cubes out, who knows how it's going to look, but there was some intel on that. And then the other major announcement, I don't know if you're even familiar with this, Rob, that this came out, but max minting will now be mix and match. This will be coming to the platform. They confirmed that it's going to be coming.
I like that.
So mix and match is available coming soon here, but they've confirmed that is coming. So that is something that nobody knew yet. They were speculating on, and now it's coming.
That absolutely explains that to cart now, right? So you can go and you can add, 5 purchases. You can max limit to 5 purchases. You add to cart. You could, right now there's 3 different IPs. You can click all 3 IPs, buy one of each, and then get, 1 extra Star Wars, 1 extra ZUFO. Next thing you know, you're at 5, and that's how you can add to cart and then do the purchase at the end. So I see where they're going now at the add to cart. I think that add to cart now has been confirmed with that announcement.
And that will give you the golden tickets now, the mixture. Right now it is not rolled out yet, but that's something that is confirmed to be coming. Yeah. And shout out to Granison. He was in there. He was loving it. And as he was in there, he had the FOMO. He went to buy some Star Wars cubes. And look at this. Legendary says this is the Darth Vader that he wanted. So he got the Juju. And shout out to him. We're going to do a video with him about cryptoys for sure in the near future.
All right.
Then again, here's some more on that. And then tomorrow, so we said today there was an AMA. Tomorrow they have a live stream about the ZUFO escape. Are they going to be announcing anything related to that trailer that we saw? Who knows?
I think so.
7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock.
No, this is going to be big because these have been around for a long time. Okay, so like whatever they're about to, like, it's just such a weird time to do an announcement. These have been around for so long. Why are they doing a special live stream? Very quiet about it too. There was very little leeway. They kind of just dropped in the Discord and say, "Hey guys, let this live stream." They're being real sneaky about this. I think there's a major announcement coming. They just want to blow our socks off.
Let's see what happens. So anyways, that was that. Now we got our Twitter, which is we'll try to go a little quicker here. But again, this is about the AMA. This was that trailer. So a lot of double ups here. Then we got VV dropping the Hulk. They actually came out with their new date. That's Saturday. So their comic waitlist drop's been working out well. So big Grail comic coming on the VV platform if you're into that project. Saturday we'll be definitely going for that one. This is something cool. I thought Jeremy Housen, he's doing a little fundraiser for people affected by cancer. He's not drinking beer for a month to raise money. May not seem like a big deal, but it's a huge change of pace for him. And then you have a bunch of stuff here, but I clicked on it. He's got like a GoFundMe going there. So shout out to him, and hopefully he is able to support a good cause.
Yeah, for some people that's a big feat.
Exactly. And Bill's black. So he posted this. He's like, look, this is how I onboarded people onto EV actually. So he's showing someone all of his collectibles, and basically he's doing the onboarding process. So hopefully more people are able to do this for the space in general, and bring people on board and start to realize that this digital space is the future.
Yeah, it's for real. It's coming.
What else do we got here? So that was that. That's the live stream coming up, and that's it. So now the title of the video, a lot of you are wondering, we put the title as Nintendo is coming to digital collecting, and that's because we kind of started to build a case around this, and it's a lot to do with cryptoys and the partnerships they've already developed, and also some of the teasers that they've put out. And the spark of this came from that trailer that they put out today. So I'm going to run through kind of the stuff that we've been accumulating, like the data we've been accumulating. And then Rob's going to pull up some other things, some details on team members and whatnot, and let you guys come up with if you think we're on the right track here. So first thing I want to pull up is just this. This is just a standard Wikipedia page for Mattel. In the 1980s, Mattel produced video game systems under its own brand and under the license from Nintendo. History of licensing from Nintendo with Mattel. Mattel is a major investor in the cryptoys and on-chain company there. So that's a nice little tie there. Then not only that, if you remember the original Nintendo, there is a version that is directly from Mattel. It even says it on the actual Nintendo. So that is a deep-rooted relationship. This was the
NES. This was the NES. I never had this.
The original Nintendo. I have one. I gotta go check if it's the Mattel version or not.
This is actually before my time. This is before.
You can even see it here. You can. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. You can see it here on Mario. Mario has the Mattel button right there, right? So it is a deep-rooted relationship. Now, one other thing I want you guys to know is one brand that has almost every IP in the world. This is not an easy license to obtain. One brand that has almost every IP in the world. Funko. They don't have Nintendo. They do not have Nintendo. Okay, so that's telling you something about how protective Nintendo is of their IP. But we do see Mattel in bed with them, and it doesn't stop there. They have done some Uno Super Mario cards. That is Nintendo brand with Uno, which is a Mattel brand. So another crossover. This is still in existence. You can still buy it, and you can see that they have that relationship. Not only that, Mattel's other brands, Hot Wheels, they have Nintendo Hot Wheels. Look at this, Mario Kart. You got Mario Kart, Hot Wheels, which is Mattel. You got Mattel in the corner there. Mattel in the corner, and you got Mattel is a big deal. This partnership with Mattel is a big deal.
Oh, it's a bloody big deal.
This is our Toys R Us, Canada. We still have Toys R Us, and they are currently selling Hot Wheels Mario Kart Deluxe Circuit. Now, if you remember earlier on in that AMA today, Will confirmed vehicles are coming.
Mm-hmm.
What's that mean? What does that mean? If now, I guess another thing that Will always says is that if a toy company like Mattel and a gaming company like Nintendo had a baby, it would be Cryptoys. He uses the word Nintendo all the time in that saying. It's in almost every single AMA. I asked him to reiterate that saying today in the AMA so people could maybe pick up on it. And he willingly did reply and said exactly what his catchphrase is there. And to me, it's just like it's written in the stars, if you will, that Nintendo must be a part of this, or maybe like on the way, because there's just too many connecting factors. And then we had this tweet today asking us to look for Easter eggs in the ZooFO escape trailer. And what do we see, Rob?
I mean, this is like this actually links back to yesterday's video when I didn't even know about this when I talked about Pokemon. I mean, that looks like a Pokeball to me, right? And if you guys didn't watch yesterday's video, you should watch it out. There's a lot of evidence building up that they may potentially, because Mattel and Pokemon have deals. They have the Mega brand. They have Pokemon kind of like constructibles. So we know Mattel and the Pokemon company, even as early or as recently as 2022, just recently renegotiated their licensing agreement for many years to come. And potentially in 2022, we know on-chain was around. It's possible that Mattel maybe worked something in related to the digital side. So that to me looks like a Pokeball. And then in the top right, Joe, you had a good point. That looks like a great ball.
It looks like a great. You got the blue and the red and the white. This one's a little bit less obvious, so who knows? But this one here, I mean, I don't know if you can make it more obvious than that. The other thing we're talking about Nintendo here. Nintendo has basically the most strong relationship with Pokemon that there is. They release their games on the Switch all the time. So the fact if they do have a deal with Nintendo means that they might be that one step closer to Pokemon.
Let me just bring it over to my screen. They must have Nintendo. Look at this thing. This is from their white pages. There's a Nintendo 64 in the bottom right corner. There's a Nintendo SP. It's the SP, right?
It's a Game Boy. I don't know what kind of Game Boy.
Or Game Boy Advance. No, I think it's the SP, the one that flips. There's 2 Nintendo consoles in the photo. This is basically, to me, a done deal. We may be ambassadors for Cryptoys. However, we do not have inside information. They have Nintendo. SP. It's the SP. I have one of those. They have Nintendo. It is so obvious with the Mattel partnership. And if they have Nintendo, they can have Pokemon too. Yesterday's video, some people said, no way, mega, whatever. It's a mega stretch, one guy said. Good pun. But I don't believe that. If they can have Nintendo, why can't they have Pokemon? Mattel is proving that they have licensors, and those licensors are willing to work with on-chains. Why? Because there's freaking consoles from Nintendo planted right in here. So, and Will does it on purpose. He says, oh, yeah, if Nintendo and Mattel had a baby, it'd be crypto. Because that's exactly what this is. Okay? That's exactly what this is. It's Mattel and Nintendo having a baby, got cryptos, got like a whole new level, basically the future frontier of games for children as well. And that's very, very important. And Joe, I'm going to go one more thing. Back to the Discord here. We have Jonathan, the art director, who actually said some of the brands I worked on. Okay, so this is things that he worked on. Pokemon, Star Wars, which are already here. How to Train Your Dragon, Bakugan, which I don't know. TMNT, Monster Jam, Meccano, Disney Princesses. Disney, that's a Mattel thing, no?
Oh, Disney period.
Disney's with Mattel too. Yeah. Gujitsu and much more. So yeah, like you got guys now that actually work directly with Pokemon and Star Wars, and Star Wars is already here.
I think it's safe to say, Rob, if Cryptoys does not have Nintendo, it is criminal at this point.
It's criminal. It's going to be criminal at this point. We said this before about Pokemon and some other companies that the way it was taunted, it would be criminal if they didn't have it. But I'm really starting to think here that it's like they must have it, and it's just like these kind of deals. Like that's what I'm saying. They have these A+ licensors now. A+. If they roll this out, they're gonna just create shockwaves in the digital NFT industry. Because these are NFTs. You get one of these, it comes with two on the flow chain. There's two NFTs. One's the actual equipment, the weapon. The other's the character themselves. We're not there yet where we actually have access to a marketplace and everything, but it's all coming. And I really think that by this time next year, I think Cryptoys is going to dominate this space. I think a lot of people are going to come running to them. They will, even if it's a bear market, it doesn't matter. They will bring in new users, even in a bear market, because of the utility that they can offer to the user.
The other thing is if these guys announce Nintendo, like that is the definition of utility, because Nintendo can make these games happen. They can help facilitate and all that. But also the fact that they are such a difficult IP to obtain their licensing for, it's makes them unique. It makes it hard to match and replicate and get anywhere else. It would set them apart. It would put them, who knows where this would take them. But I mean, it's something that we are super bullish on if it does come. And to me, the signs are on the wall. We want to hear from you guys though. Let us know. Do you agree with our hypothesis, our thesis here? Does it make sense? Do you like the clues that we are building our case about? And leave that in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah, and I have to remind everybody, we are official Cryptoys ambassadors. However, we do not have any form of inside information with the company. So these opinions are completely our own. It's speculation. We have no actual evidence other than the evidence we've presented to you today. And the information that we're privy to is the same as you. We have nothing additional beyond what is already publicly available. So these are just our fun speculation on what we think will happen in the future with Cryptoys. Now, speaking of that, if you are interested in purchasing Cryptoys, we have an affiliate link you can find in the description below. We'd appreciate it if you do use that link if you are going to buy Cryptoys anyways, because then it would support our channel. So you can find that in the description below. You can also find that in the on our Twitter. We have it pinned at the top of our Twitter. Joe, can you bring the Kool-Aid back over? So make sure before you guys go, you guys comment below. Are we drinking the Kool-Aid? Are we drinking the Kool-Aid? Is this too much of a stretch? Is this a mega stretch? Oh yeah. Is this a mega stretch? Or do you think that we're onto something? So make sure you let us know in the comments below. And definitely before you leave, don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button, join the superstar family, hit the bell notification, we get every single video, every single day. We do not miss. The show must go on. Also, Superstar VIP, $2.99 a month. We're going to bring as much utility as possible to this VIP membership. You're going to see something very, very soon with the VIP membership to give you a little bit extra utility. Guys, thank you all so much. We appreciate you. Take care, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.